Okay, hello Sagittarius. So this is the new format. What you're looking at here are the cards for your 2019 yearly reading for love and relationships. There will be 21 cards, 3 rows of 7. Each row represents 4 months of the year. And if you want to pause YouTube to see the cards in detail, you can do that. I'm not going to be too academic here with this new format. I'm just going to get down to the nitty-gritty here. I also have my notes. So Sagittarius, the theme or the title of your 2019 reading happens to be messy. Messy. You're going to be dealing with a little bit of messiness throughout. But one of the things I want to point out when I'm looking at your cards here is all of the fire. I mean, fire, and then there seems to be some water. Not a lot of pentacles. You have an Ace of Pentacles here. You should see my little cursor here with the yellow circle. But it's really crazy what's happening for you in the next year, because you're going to be right in the thick of it, okay, with all of this fire energy. And my notes, according to my notes, 6 of Swords. Okay, the root card, the card that's in the middle, 6 of Swords. And it's in the middle row. It's also in the middle column. So this is the root card, the 6 of Swords. It can mean physical travel. Okay, and it can also mean emotional healing. I feel like this is partly physical travel, that you're going where your heart leads you. You're leaving for new territory, so to speak. You're on a mission. It feels as if some of you will be actually physically traveling for a purpose, for love. Okay, but it can also mean emotionally, because you have all of the elements here. I've mentioned this several times. You've got your swords, but you also have your water. You also have your earth, which is the wood, and you also have the ore, which functions as a wand. So it can also mean emotionally letting some of your water energy through, Sagittarius, to emotionally ready yourself for romance, or to emotionally open up and heal. But like I said, the dominant theme seems to be an issue of messiness. Now, I want to point out your major arcana cards here. So remember, this row right here is January through April. This is May through August. And then this last row is September through December. Okay. So when I look at the early part of the year, the first 4 months, you have the Fool. He has a wand too. So this is why wands are ruling here in your year, because you're asserting yourself. You're manifesting. Holding that wand, it's a symbol of creativity, and you have that one wand at the very end. So it's interesting how this theme of the wand, holding it in your hand, manifesting magic, seems to be playing out. But you also have this water energy, water versus fire. And that's always an interesting reading when you have these two competing elements, water and fire. Emotions versus passion. Okay. But you've got some swords here as well. But your major arcana, you have the Fool with his wand. Follow your bliss. Don't be afraid to take risks. Okay. In relation to travel, as I said, some of you are following your heart and going to new places, new destinations. And then here you have the Hierophant, or the priest, or the Pope. And this is always a signal of new beliefs and new traditions. And sometimes it can mean marriage or legal issues, But in this case, along with the theme of traveling and opening new vistas and um, um, opening up to new experiences, I feel like the Pope is there, the Hierophant is there to indicate that you're shifting into new perspectives, okay? That your life is going through, you're going to be going through a lot of relationship shifts next year. And I do feel like some of you Sagittarians are going to be working out new relationships in 2019. When we get to the middle row, you have only one major arcana card. And this is important because in the middle of the year, things get a little dark here with these swords. You have the moon, which is reversed. And the moon is always your subconscious giving you a danger signal. And when it's reversed, it means that we ignore the signs and we're going to walk right into danger. We're going to get blindsided. Okay? And I'll come back to that in context of the other cards. And then when we get to the last row, heading to the end of the year, you do have the sun with the high priestess. Well, what does that mean? They're right next to each other. Well, the sun is always, it brings its own fire, actually. The sun illuminates. It exposes. It's the daytime. It means clarity. It means truth. It's the consciousness. And everything is made clear. You can see everything under the sun. It's next to the high priestess. She's always about her subconscious. You see that half moon there? And so it's interesting, as far as the moon playing a role here, your subconscious is sort of upside down. You're not paying a lot of attention to it. But near the end of the year, you're going to be paying attention more to your gut, because I feel like this person, as I said, the theme is messy. And it feels as if this person is going to put you on edge here. Like, I need to be careful with this person. This person is not as serious as I am. This person is fooling around too much. So the sun and the high priestess together, consciousness and subconsciousness together, that you, after dealing with all the messy relationship issues throughout the year, you're coming to the end of the year more powerful, more confident about what you know about the people that you love. And you're also more confident about what it is you have to offer. And you have no problems moving on, Sagittarians, because you have little tolerance for the BS. You're very loyal. Like most fire signs, you're very passionate, you're very loyal. And so you're going to be ending the year on a strong note, with more power, more experience, more insight about what it is you want from love. Okay? So let me backtrack to this first row, January through April. And what did I write? Knight of Wands is Sagittarius, by the way. In this particular deck, the Witch's Tarot, the Knight of Wands is associated with Sagittarius. So once again, you're starting the year off strong in your element with your significator, followed by the Fool. Both of you have those wands. The Knight, he has his wand here, he has his wand here, and then you have this Queen of Wands here. Very, very strong. And so when we get to this Ace of Pentacles, new love, new opportunities, dating someone new for some of you, taking advantage of new opportunities. But we do get this Ten of Wands next to the Queen. There's a little bit of frustration, a little bit of stress. Things are not happening the way you thought they would. Why? Because then we have the Hierophant, where new ideas, new beginnings, you're ready to go into this new relationship with a new mindset. It could even mean that you're starting to fall in love, but your Eight of Wands is reversed. So all of this Wands energy here, it gets reversed. And Eight of Wands means things happening quickly. They're also considered the arrows of love. Sometimes it can mean a romantic message, receiving a romantic message. But when it's reversed, things slow down. It's like, hurry up. And so things slow down and you're like, what's going on here? So heart's on fire, new relationships, new beginnings. But then there's a little bit of frustration here because the other person seems a little bit detached or emotionally flaky. So when we get here, this is where this water starts to come into play. I'm seeing this as the energies of a partner. They don't necessarily have to be a water sign, but you do have that Four of Cups, the detachment. Someone's feeling sorry for themselves. Sometimes this can mean emotional selfishness, next to the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is someone, kings obviously are rulers, they're the active energy. This person is keeping their feelings to themselves. They're keeping their feelings under lock and key, so to speak. And so this is when the moon shows up, a major arcana card, like you're not paying attention to this person, you're not seeing the signs, because then we do get this Six of Swords, the card of traveling and healing. And I feel like in the middle of the year, especially the summer, that's going to be about you, like, I'm disappointed. This person wasn't ready for me. This Two of Wands, the card of partnership, it's followed by a Three of Swords next to a Ten of Swords reversed. So things might get a little difficult for you in the middle of the year, Sagittarius, because it feels as if this person with the water energy, they're pulling back, they're not ready for a relationship, they're disappointing you. And so you have all these wands that are dominant, your fire energy, especially with the Knight of Wands, your intent, you're ready for love. But then the water just squelches all of it. This person wasn't ready, things slow down. And so, yeah, there's a little bit of hurt and disappointment by the middle of the year. This person is really going to drop the ball. Someone's going to drop the ball. When we come back to the ending of the year, this is where it gets really, really interesting, Sagittarius. So the middle of the year, the cool down with love interest. Blindsided with the moon reversed. And what I wrote here when I saw the Three of Swords with the Ten of Swords reversed, I wrote down fucked with the wrong person. Really. That's someone really, really messed up here. So as we head into the last row, water everywhere. The water starts off in the last part of the year, heading into September. Three of Cups, Seven of Cups, Ten of Cups. First off, Three of Cups is the card of friendship. It's not as intense as a Two of Cups. Okay, Three of Cups is a little bit more casual. Then you have a Seven of Cups, and this is about this person needing to make an emotional decision. And then a Ten of Cups, the card of completion. Now, this can actually mean a happily ever after, but I get the feeling that with this Ten of Cups, it's sort of like, farewell, I'm happy, I've made my decision, I'm not ready yet, I'll be happy with someone else or another relationship. So these three cards with cups, when I put all three of them together, I kind of feel like this person is like, I've made a decision, I want to come back. But you've got this Nine of Swords. She's ready to defend herself. The wands are behind her from the past. Note that this Eight, you started off with this Eight of Wands reversed. And those Eight of Wands taught you a lesson, because now those 8 wands are behind you and you have an extra wand. You still have that one wand in your hand, just like the Fool and the Knight of Wands. So that the reversal of the 8s are behind you. That disappointment, that heartbreak, things slowing down. You're like, okay, I know what you're all about, and you're not going to try it again. This person might want to come back and make a life with you, And the Nine of Wands, according to my notes, is like you saying, sorry, sweetie, no. And this is when we get you being empowered, like, I don't have time for this person, I'm moving on. And that's when we get that final wand, that Ace of Wands. New beginnings, moving forward, new inspiration, a new life, a rebirth. So I kind of feel that, you know, after everything you've gone through this year, you're going to be ready by the end of the year to just pack it all in, pack in 2019, and then just basically head into the new year. Like, later for you, I'm done. I gave you enough time. I'm done with this messiness. Now I'm moving forward. So some of you could be moving forward without a partner. Some of you might still have your partner. But either way, Sagittarians, you're going to come out of this more powerful, more confident, and more happy, believe it or not. Okay, so that was your reading for 2019. I want to thank all of my subscribers, all of my clients who've been getting readings from me for several years now. Thank you so much. Thank you for your donations. And January readings are coming up pretty soon over the weekend before New Year's, so be on the lookout for that. But thank you guys so much. I hope you are enjoying your holiday season, and I hope you have a wonderful New Year. I'll see you in 2019, and as always, I wish you love and light. Take care.